fight time, we definitely gonna try to take each other's heads off, and the closer the fight goes, we both gonna be eager to, show who's the more dominant fighter.
As for seems, you gotta pick a side. I'm going with Crawford. I'm here to support Crawford.
But boxing IQ is off the charts. You know what I'm saying? Next to Canelo, not taking nothing away from him.
Terence Crawford stunned Piers Morgan with just 5 words on live TV. We're going to take each other's heads off. But he didn't stop there. Crawford boldly declared, "A win against Canelo Alvarez would put me on Mount Rushmore." His raw confidence and clarity left viewers speechless. This wasn't hype, it was a mission statement delivered live and loud, setting the tone for what promises to be an unforgettable clash.
Can deteriorate, and can. But, a win against Canelo Alvarez, what it would do to my career would put me, on Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
I think I would be one of the greatest fighters ever.
At a recent press conference, Terence Crawford's confidence was on full display. He didn't hold back when discussing Canelo Alvarez, openly mocking his physical attributes while warning him of what's to come. Crawford's remarks weren't just for show. They reflected a mentally focused athlete looking to shake up the sport once again. This kind of pre-fight energy shows that Crawford isn't just aiming to win, he's aiming to dominate.
Yeah. The only running that I'm gonna be doing is running upside his head, and I can assure you that. Facts. And he got a big head too.
Promoter Eddie Hearn has publicly shared how impressed he was after speaking with Crawford. According to Hearn, it was Crawford's unwavering belief in his skill set and preparation that stood out most. Despite the risks of facing someone as seasoned and powerful as Canelo, Crawford carries himself with assurance. He's not just hopeful, he's certain. Hearn's comments reflect a level of self-belief that only elite athletes possess when they're fully prepared and crystal clear on their goals.
I go back and forwards, to be honest with you. Like, when I talk to Spud, he convinces me that he's going to win the fight because he's such a believer in his own ability, and he's very convinced. And then you see the presser yesterday, and I thought Canelo looked really well. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, he's a big lump, so I was always Canelo, then I sort of leant towards Spud, but now I'm back with Canelo, so we'll see.
Respected trainer Bill Haney has also joined the growing list of insiders backing Crawford. But Haney didn't just pick a winner. He aligned himself with Crawford's camp and spirit, expressing full support for the American fighter. For someone so deeply rooted in the fight game to back Crawford so confidently speaks volumes. Haney has seen champions rise and fall. His endorsement shows the immense respect Crawford commands within boxing.
Well, for everybody that was straddling the fence, straddling got your pants split. At the seams, you gotta pick a side. I'm going with Crawford. I'm here to support Crawford. He done signed up to do what everybody thought that he wasn't trying to be, a generational talent. Another fighter on the Mount Rushmore of boxing. Yeah, so don't split your pants, pick one.
Trainer Derek James issued a stern warning to Canelo's camp, emphasizing that Crawford is unlike any opponent they've prepared for. James noted that many of Canelo's past opponents struggled to adapt mid-fight, while Crawford thrives in dynamic, unpredictable situations. He highlighted Terence's unique blend of timing, movement, and ring IQ as tools that can disrupt even the most prepared fighter. James' message was clear. Underestimating Crawford would be a serious mistake.
The thing about Crawford is he believes he's on it. Like, he believes he's the one. So that's the difference between him and any other fighter that Canelo fight. Because Canelo, people fight the idea of Canelo Alvarez opposed to fighting the individual. The thought of him is what puts fear in their heart. But he doesn't care about that because he said he's Terence Crawford, so it's a totally different thing. So if he can implement his strategy and ride it out to the end of the fight, he's gonna be successful. But if Canelo can do what he needs to do, and his timing has to be on point, because he's not that fast as Crawford is. It's all about time.
Brian Bomac McIntyre, the mastermind behind Crawford's strategy, made it clear that his fighter is operating at peak form. From cardio and strength training to film study and sparring, Crawford's preparation has been flawless. Bomac believes Crawford is not only physically ready, but mentally tuned to execute a perfect game plan. With elite fundamentals and a razor-sharp ring IQ, Bomac sees Crawford as having the edge to seal the victory.
Styles makes fights. Bud got the better skills, and he got the better mind too.
Do you think with the styles in mind, but also the weight in mind, he can get that job done based on he's just so much more excelling in the skills?
You know what? He gonna get the job done. I promise you that. He'll get the job done. You know, because you know, Bud boxing IQ is off the charts. You know what I'm saying? Next to Canelo, I'm not taking nothing away from him, but Bud just a little bit better.
Bomac also addressed a common misconception that Crawford hasn't faced elite opponents. He argued that this belief stems from Crawford dominating to such a degree that even world-class fighters appear average. According to Bomac, this isn't a reflection of weak competition, it's a reflection of Crawford's brilliance. His ability to neutralize threats and make complex challenges look routine, in Bomac's view, is the true mark of greatness.
Always making headlines these days. He's cemented his legacy. I think certified Hall of Famer whenever he wraps it up. Stepped up in weight, won another world title last time out. Now they're talking about this fight with Canelo Alvarez. It was interesting to see the comments from Canelo and how he sort of assessed Bud Crawford's career. I almost feel after the Spence fight that was like an exclamation point on everything he's done, maybe from the critics who never gave him credit, but it almost seems like Canelo was downplaying his achievements. What do you make of that? Is that to build a fight? Because it sells itself.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I think Crawford rebuttal was everybody always say, he hasn't fought nobody, or everybody that he fought was a no name. But I'm gonna tell you like this: what Crawford said, well, they was something until Crawford fought him. So obviously he's doing a great job because he's making everybody look normal.
Not everyone, like when they go against Canelo, I don't think there's anyone else in boxing who you would ask and say this is a possible task for. But for Crawford, because of his pound-for-pound abilities, and apparently no rehydration clause, am I hearing that right? He wants full smoke at that weight.
Let's go, man. That's what Crawford wants. He wants to show the world that he's the best. So, and why put stipulations in there when you know that you can be the best? So let's go test ourselves.
The promotional buildup for this fight has been electric, with both fighters exchanging words and tensions rising during face-offs. Fans are hooked by the intensity. Every stare down, shove, and verbal jab adds fuel to the fire. This fight has evolved beyond belts and rankings. It's about pride. It's about legacy. It's about proving who truly belongs at the top of the sport.
Man, Canelo pushes Crawford. This might be the biggest fight of the past 50 years. This is gonna be crazy, guys. Look at this. Look. Dana White in the middle, UFC involved, WWE involved. Y'all think this was real? It looked real to me. I don't know. Crawford was staring them down too.
Speculation is mounting that Canelo may be underestimating the threat Crawford poses. Some fans and analysts believe Crawford's power is vastly underrated and could even result in Canelo's first knockout loss. What makes Crawford's punching power so dangerous is its precision and unpredictability. Unlike fighters who rely solely on brute force, Crawford sets traps and lands shots with surgical timing. Many believe Canelo may not be fully prepared for this kind of calculated danger.
In his career, y'all really playing with Crawford, bro. Y'all don't realize how much power Crawford actually has. I don't care what weight class he's coming up from. Canelo has never fought anybody like Crawford. I'm just kidding, bro. Obviously, I'm just kidding, bro. You guys, you really thought I was with the bullshit? Like, come on, we know. Yo, Canelo different, bro. He's looking like a lion right now, like the king of the jungle type shit with the stare down, bro. Like this man, if y'all really think this man is gonna get knocked down, this guy has. Look, you could say they both the same size. You know what I'm saying? He got a longer reach, whatever. But this dude has fought bigger and better opponents than Crawford, and he has never gotten dropped a single time in his career. You think this little guy is gonna do something to Canelo? I'm gonna keep it a buck. If he manages to knock down Canelo, I'm gonna give Crawford all the props in the world, because that would be crazy. But he's not doing that.
Despite the ongoing talk about size differences and weight class risks, Crawford enters the fight with unshakable resolve. He doesn't see the challenge as a gamble, but as another hurdle to overcome. Throughout his career, he's thrived under pressure, dismantling opponents who were expected to overpower him. For Crawford, this fight is about defying limits and proving that boxing brilliance isn't defined by weight, but by skill, will, and heart. His mindset is grounded in purpose, not height.
Is why he don't want to take a fight with me. If it's all about business, then you doing good business. If I'm easy work, I heard him say I'm easy work. If I was easy work, well, you would take all that money that he's offering you. But yet and still, he want $200 million for Benavidez, and he want $150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy, because it would be crazy for a guy that started at 135 to come all the way up to 168, your weight, no catch weight, no none of that, and dethrone you. So, he got that in the back of his head. This guy, for one, he's tough. For two, he's a boxer. He moves, he can punch, he can do it.
Interestingly, amid all the pre-fight theatrics, both fighters have shown mutual respect. Beyond the verbal exchanges, they've acknowledged each other's status and professionalism. A video of them sharing a meal has gone viral, reminding fans that despite the competitive tension, there's still a foundation of sportsmanship. It's a unique contrast, public aggression balanced by private courtesy, adding layers to their rivalry. This duality makes the clash even more compelling as respect and violence prepare to collide in the ring.
I don't like this right here. I don't like this at all. Now, I know y'all love Turkey. I like him too. He puts on good fights. And I get that he's trying to show that, hey, through the sport, it's love and unison. No matter who's the biggest, the baddest, whatever, they still support each other. And I'm cool with that. But before the fight, I need that feel of, oh man, yeah, these two going at it. These two want to beat each other's ass. They want to knock each other out. That's how a fight build-up should be. I shouldn't be seeing these two sitting across from each other eating. Now, I'm not even talking about promotion. The fight doesn't need to be promoted. Two of the biggest fighters of our era, bang. But I need the promotion of oh yeah, I want to get violent with this person. I want to knock this person's head off. I'm not saying they're not going to put on a good fight. I'm just saying I want the build-up. That's what makes the fight even better. It's the build-up. Think of all the past fights that happened. Even recently, Ryan Garcia in Tank. Shit, Ryan Garcia in freaking Haney. Fights like that. The build-up was so, because even in the pre-fight, it was hatred or, hey, I want to beat you up type stuff. Now it's oh, I'm sitting across from you eating dinner, laughing. Nah, man, we can do this after the fight. That's fine. But before that fight, I'm locked in. I want to see that. Oh, I'm locked in. I'm ready to knock him out. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I know a lot of y'all have your opinions, but comment what y'all think about this and follow your boy.
Commentary from outlets like the Showbiz The Adult emphasizes that timing beats raw power. While Canelo may have one of the best chins in the sport, Crawford's ability to find the perfect opening makes him a unique threat. It's not just about how hard Crawford punches, it's about when and where he lands. Analysts suggest that Canelo could walk into something unexpected, something he hasn't seen before. If that moment comes, it could lead to the first knockout loss of his decorated career.
Question I have, which I didn't ask before, because Canelo's chin is one of the greatest chins in history. But looking at the size of Crawford, if he can keep his speed, he's definitely going to keep his timing. He's definitely going to keep his accuracy. Crawford is a knockout artist. The reason why Crawford is a knockout artist is because of his hand-eye coordination, accuracy, and timing. He hits you with shit that you're not expecting. That shit that he hit Errol Spence with, he didn't expect it. That's why he dropped. Same thing with Kell Brook. He's going to hit Canelo with something weird. Canelo ain't going to be able to roll out of it, because Crawford's timing is different. Canelo's going to get hit with flush. But the thing is, Berlanga hit Canelo flush after the bell. So that lets you know what kind of chin he has. I'm just saying, can he stymie, can he bell ring Canelo a little bit? Can he sting him a bit to make Canelo not tank for 12 rounds?
Veteran boxing journalist Dan Rafael offered a more thoughtful take on Crawford's decision to take this fight. For Crawford, it's not about the money, it's about legacy. He wants to be remembered not just as a champion, but as someone who dared to challenge the sport's biggest names, regardless of weight or odds. Rafael admits it's a risky move, but one that could separate the greats from the legends. It's a high-risk, high-reward decision, and Crawford is all in.
Terence Crawford is a marvelous boxer, arguably the best in the world, pound for pound. But can you hurt Canelo? If you can't hurt him, I have no doubt he can outbox him. My issue is, if you can't hurt him, what kind of a challenge can you truly pose? What do you say to that?
No, that's a great point. I mean, here's the thing. Canelo Alvarez has a historically great chin. Now, I go back way back when he first came to the United States and started boxing, and he found himself on an HBO pay-per-view undercard years and years ago, fighting against the older brother of the great Miguel Cotto. His name was Jose Miguel Cotto, and he had gotten a ton of hype. He had signed with Golden Boy Promotions, and a lot of those of us in the media, and I had seen him a couple of times before that. This is my first time seeing him in person, really paying close attention, and he almost got knocked out in the first round. And I remember, Stephen A., all of us looking around at Media Row going, what the heck is this all hype about? This man can't take a shot. He's going to get drilled. He was lucky that the fight was over, that the round was over in round one, or there might have been some much more trouble. Stephen A., that was like, 16, 17 years ago. I've never seen him wobbled, rocked, physically, visibly hurt since then. He has an all-time great chin going in the ring with tremendous punchers. Terence Crawford coming up 2 weight classes, do any damage? Yeah, he's a slick boxer, and he's also a good puncher in the welterweight division, in the junior welterweight division, in the lightweight division. But even at junior middleweight, which is where Terence Crawford had his most recent fight back in August, when he moved up and he won a world title, he didn't blow the doors off. He fought a very tough, solid opponent named Israel Madrimov. He gave him a good fight. It was very close. Madrimov's people seem to think he might have even been able to edge it out. But if you can't hurt an Israel Madrimov at 154, what the heck are you going to do with Canelo Alvarez, the sturdiest guy in the world, at 168? So that aspect of it is certainly a problem. You mentioned about Charlo. Charlo was there to get his check. I know one thing about Terence Crawford. He's not going to just come to turn up to get the check. He'll at least try. And Charlo, I don't think, really tried.